The PlayStation 5 was revealed yesterday. Is it good? Is it bad? Or does it look like a piece of abstract art that you just put on the side of your house and say to all your relatives, yeah, I bought that? Hey, what's happening, people? We are doing something off the wall today. We're taking a recap of the PlayStation livestream where they showed us their new games for the PlayStation 5 and what the PlayStation 5 even looks like. No price point yet, which is kind of a letdown for me, but let's just take a recap, shall we? So it started out with GTA 5. Pretty much a remastered of already a remastered game that was on 360, PS3, then went to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and now is coming to the PlayStation 5, which to me, I don't care about that, to be honest. I've never been into GTA, but it's just something that's already been done. So yeah, that happened. Then after, we were surprised with a new Spider-Man spin-off game to the Spider-Man PS4 game, Spider-Man Miles Moralis, which I'm stoked about that game. It went into Gran Turismo 7. I'm not a big fan of car games. If it's in VR, well, I'm sold, but it looked nice. So there you go. There's something about it. Then the new Ratchet & Clank game, which I'm really stoked about that game. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And this pretty much is showing us that the processor for the PlayStation 5, no load screens. That will just automatically, like that, Thanos snap into another part of a game with just dive right in. So that's like a big thing right there, and it looks amazing, and it's awesome. We got something from Square Enix, which is very interesting. Project Athea. This one just looks like Zelda and other stuff. I don't really know what it looks like. It looks amazing though. I'll link in the description below to the article that's pretty much telling me everything right now. So Project Athea, we don't know much about it. Story, we know that it looks beautiful though. Next was Stray, where it sounds like you play as a cat with a backpack. And Cyberpunk 2077 future apocalyptic world. So that looks amazing. And it went into Returnal, which is it's a Death Stranding game, but not at the same time. It pretty much is telling us that when you die, it will be different every time. So I forgot the word that it is. You can tell me that in the comments below. Then we got Sackboy, A Big Adventure, pretty much Little Big Planet 4, but different. And it looks amazing. It's a good platformer to Super Mario Odyssey. It looks great. It went into something interesting, Destruction All-Stars, which is Rocket League, Fortnite, Overwatch, all those combined, and it looks phenomenal. Then we got Kena Bridge of Spirits. This one looks a little bit more like Zelda, and it looks beautiful. And it's a third-person action game. That's pretty much what I've gotten out of it, and again, it looks amazing. Then it went into Goodbye Volcano High. This one is like Life is Strange. It looks like that, but in a cartoon of like Fantastic World of Gumball or something like that. Anyway, that art style looks pretty amazing, and it looks like it'll be an in-depth, like story-driven game, so that looks good. Then Oddworld Soulstorm, which is another game in the Oddworld series, which has had some ups and downs. So, and it looks like it looks beautiful, and a sequel or something to Abe's Odyssey. So there you go. That game looks amazing, and I'm interested in that game. And then it went into Ghostwire Tokyo, which the director of this is Shinji Mikami, and he's done Resident Evil 1, 2, I think 3. Not really sure about that one. But he did Resident Evil 4, and I love the guy's work. This game looks amazing. And it's in first person, which is different than what Shinji Mikami is known for. And then it went into Jet the Far Shore, which is a narrative-driven game, and it's about space. That's all we know. You're in space, and that's it. Then it went to Solar Ash, which is the second game to the Hyper Light Drifter, which is apparently supposed to be a really good Switch game. And it's from the same creators from that game. And it looks phenomenal. So it might actually be a good game when it comes out. Then we got Hitman 3, which is a sequel to the Seasons of Hitman. And this one just looks like another Hitman game. So there we go. And then it went into Astro's Playroom. And this one looks like it's non-VR than Astrobot's Rescue Mission. It's just another platformer, so we'll see about that one, but so far I'm pretty stoked about that one. Then it just went into NBA 2K21, and it's just another basketball game. The only game that I really would care about is NBA Jam and NBA Jam Playgrounds, because those are actually really good and not milked too much. This one it didn't go into, it was at the end, but I'll just tell you, Demon Souls is getting remastered. That's amazing. It looks like it's going to be a different story or something like that. Who knows though, but it looks amazing. Bethesda are making another game called Deathloop. And this one's actually interesting because it is first person, and when you die, you come back to life and it's like a tremendous loop, and you have another assassin going after you. So it's like that Gemini man, but it's not not the same person it's a different person, and you are pretty much being a hitman, and you're trying to get these hits on these people, and this assassin is trying to take you out to make sure that you don't do that. So there we go. And then one of my most hyped games that is coming out next year, is Resident Evil 8 Village. Holy crap. This game looks amazing. It's interesting. It's messed up in the braino, and I love it. And I hope this one's going to VR, because if it's not, then it's just going to be another one of those horror troped games like Call of Cthulhu and all that, but it looks interesting, so I have high hopes for that game. Then we got Pragmata, fancy word, and it's an intriguing looking game, though we did see a small glimpse of it, and it was mostly just, it seemed cinematic to me. But most of it looks cinematic, but it's beautiful. And it reminds me of Dead Space. Then PlayStation showed Godfall, which is another Gearbox game that's their new IP now. And it looks like God of War type fighting PvP game. I don't know, it looks interesting. Then they showed Little Devil Inside, which you get to play as a young person and an old man and being on a big adventure. That's what I got out of it. And it looked like Samurai Jack-ish. And lastly, they showed Bug Snacks, which it's a game that's not for me. The dog sounded like Steve Irwin to me, and that just seemed a little But it's from the creators of Octodad? Yeah, Octodad. And I don't know, that game was pretty good. And so yeah, I mean, there's some hopes for this game. It's just not for me. But other than that, the game seems pretty good. So never judge a book by its cover or its trailer. The most hyped game, in my opinion, is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon 2 Forbidden West. This game looks flippin' amazing. I almost crapped my pants. And it seems like you're just gonna be walking in the United States of America in a futuristic, post-apocalyptic robot wasteland, and it looks amazing, which all these are going to look amazing. And then we got what the PlayStation 5 looks like, and it looks like a lot of things. And It just looks like something that you put on your table, your end table. And they'd be like, what's that? You'd be like, oh, this is my fancy looking, amazing abstract, homemade, one of a kind statue. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Something stinking fancy. And then that's it, I think, for the most part. If I left anything, please leave a comment down below. So the PlayStation 5 event as a whole was pretty good. I enjoyed every minute of it. The only downfalls to it are we don't know the price of it, because I would like to know how much money my wallet's gonna burn, and when this PS5 is gonna be releasing, because apparently it's probably gonna be late 2020, holiday 2020, around that area, Q4 of the year. But everything else about the PlayStation 5 seems pretty good. There's going to be a solid state drive in it, ray tracing, so that's pretty good. And they're finally going to be putting 4K Ultra Blu-ray drive in this thing. Thank goodness, because I only have like 2 movies that can do that. Because I didn't know that the PS4 Pro couldn't do that. That was just stupid on my part. Big waste of money. But anyway, the specs of it seems promising. So as a whole, this PlayStation 5, they've got me sold. But if you like what I'm doing, which is pretty much just with a microphone and a computer in my little tiny room with the rest of my fam, please leave it down in the comment section below, because this is off-the-wall stuff. I just got my phone and was like, well, bam, let's do this. So that's a long outro. So you know what? Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you never know, I actually might do this more. Because just please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another boring video. More boring than this. It'll be gameplay of a game that everyone has seen and has more views. Yeah, that's my life in a nutshell. So please help me with my sanity, and please like, comment, and subscribe, because you'll get something more than this. See you guys later.